Hello, peeps. This is the Vampire Gal here. And today, already, I will be reading out Reddit stories. Yep, I decided to do that since, well, that's all people watch nowadays. And I figured that would get me views. So, um, I'll switch to that. Actually, we'll do a multiply. I don't want to, okay. Hang on, I'm going to get Reddit up. That way I can read out. That way y'all can see what I'm reading. Wait. Hey, Mr. Walter Mang, best in the world. And hey, Elvis. You're welcome to like share the link of the stream because I am gonna be reading stories out loud. So I'm just gonna like go on Reddit and just read stories out loud for God's sake. I have nothing to do, so I don't know what else. And no, yes, I do have an account. I just forgot the password, that's all. And it's on my mobile, but I forgot the password. And I'm not gonna say that either. I'm not gonna say the password if I remember. So, what subreddit should we, oh shit. I guess I'll allow it. Right? Yeah, you can join, hang on a minute. Let me just do random shit here. Let me just do this, because I'm on my laptop. Hang on, I'm gonna hide this. I'm gonna hide that. Invite? I don't know if you guys still see that. Ah, fine. Man, I was hoping shit happened. Okay then. Alright. Alright, I just sent the link. Shh. I forgot it was on. I don't know if anyone saw that, but yeah. I sent the link to Elvis. If you're watching this, I sent the link to the group chat. That way everyone else can join. I was expecting like other people to hop in. I'm gonna wait till people show up, and then I'll read the stories. There are some really good ones that people had uploaded to Reddit that I saw. I mean, like every morning I would wake up for work and see the stories. And there would be always good ones on there. If anyone is on Reddit, let me know let me know. Alright, so the subreddit I'll be reading is r/entitled parents, r/entitled parents, r/entitled people, pro revenge, petty revenge, and possibly even Ask Reddit. If I get through it. Alright, so.
Hello!
Hey!
Sorry, had to do that.
Hey, you wanna know something funny?
Yeah?
Alright, so I usually use my headset for streams. And I thought I was gonna need to use it on here, but it turns out I didn't have to.
Well, that's funny because I'm actually using my new headphones I got for Christmas on this stream.
Awesome. By the way,
By
that's
the way, I actually just changed my username and profile picture on Discord.
I can see that.
What do you think?
I think it's cool.
Kind of represents my final form, I guess you could say. By the way, the hair color on my hair, that's supposed to be gold.
I see.
You doing good?
Yeah, hang on. All right.
All right.
All right. I know. Okay, we're gonna get to the other stories in a minute. Hang on a minute. All right.
Wait, actually, I gotta tell you something, Aurora. Real quick. I don't know. Wait, do you know a YouTuber named Jack6atLife?
No.
Oh. Well,
Alright,
he actually does his own subreddit series.
anyways, what subreddit should we go first? The entitled parents or?
What's the options here? I could choose.
I think we'll go to r/entitled parents. I mean, everyone
You
seems
know-
to like. Everyone likes
You know,
that
those
stuff.
stories are actually interesting.
Yeah, I want to see what's up there. If I can type it right.
So let's do that.
God, I suck at typing.
You're good, Aurora.
I know. Yeah, make fun of me in the comments. Say that I don't even fucking type right. Alright.
Well, I'm gonna have to check Discord on my computer because I'm calling on phone, so it won't quite work right. If I switch to a different app, it'll disconnect me from the call, which I don't want to do. Yeah, that always happens in Amanda Rose's streams.
Hang on. We're gonna get.
Oh, Moonlight went offline.
I saw that. I was hoping she'd hop in. Oh my god. What the fuck? How do you get to it? Okay. Hang on. I'm trying. It's just. This is hard. Let's see. Hot. Anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it. Sorry.
Which one are you looking for?
I'm trying to search it. Jeez, hang on, I got it.
Okay.
Wait, you guys think I'm going? Woo!
I wonder if there's any like Christmas themed entitled parent stories.
I know, I'm looking.
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Reddit feeds.
Gonna try to fix my profile picture on Discord.
I think I typed it wrong. Hang on.
Excuse me. Wait, did you open up any gifts today?
No.
Ah.
Did you do it right this time? Yeah, I did. Oh wait, hang on. I made a mistake. Okay, got it. Yeah, I typed it wrong.
Nah, it's okay, Aurora. You're good.
Alright, so okay, I'll read the top story. And
Okay.
that's all I can do. Like, what else can I fucking do? Alright.
No, you're good, Aurora. You're good.
Come on, scroller. Alright, so I'll
Sorry.
read this first one. Alright, so I gotta get on my belly for this. In order to
Wait,
read
what?
it. Hang on. Okay, got it. Alright, so this story is called My Parents Were Entitled to Food. My siblings and I were not.
What the fuck?
Hang on. Trigger warning for abuse and other things, as it says in the story.
Oh,
So my
geez.
parents were abusive, and one way they did it was starving us and locking us up in the closet. We were locked in a bedroom 90% of the time. Might have to sneak out the window. There was only a bed, TV, and window. We had no toys and hardly any clothes. Ugh. My parents spent all their money on cigarettes, booze, food, and drugs, and they were determined that we would not get any food.
Really?
They would lock us up. Yeah, they would lock us up in
Wow.
the room, put chairs in front of the doorway, forcing us to crawl around on the ground trying to get to the food. And they even put a lock on the fridge. If we were caught trying to sneak food, we were beaten. But you gotta beat
I'll
your
be right back,
child.
Aurora. I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll just keep reading. And you know what? My parents are horribly obese. They weighed at least at like 50 pounds, and at a rare minimum. They were plenty of food to go around, but they were so terrified that we would their food. Oh, and where did they find the money? The money came from the government. They were supposed to use it to take care of us. Instead, they used to overfill themselves' desires. Man, your parents must suck, dude. Ah, believe me. Like, did you call the cops on them? Or what? Anyways, this story was published by Blue Edlin. I can't really read usernames right, so forgive me. I'll look at the chat in a minute. But dude, you need to like call the cops or something. I mean, okay, I guess we can like. Ooh.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
I just read the story, so we're gonna move on to the next one.
Did I just miss it?
Yes, and I'm not going back to it.
Damn it.
Wait, can you use the arrow keys on here? Hang on, I want to try something.
Oh, hey, BAFF.
Oh, he's in the chat?
Yep. I see him.
I just read one chat. I just read like one story, and I'm trying to figure out how to switch and how to click it out. Right. I got it. Let me just get myself situated here. So I have a hard time sitting.
Oh, Mimi just texted me on Discord.
What'd you say? Oh,
I
wait,
asked
say,
her what
say.
I actually asked her like what.
Don't say it. We're on the street. Don't you dare.
What the?
Oh, why did I ask that? Oh my god. Okay.
Why are you so goofy, Aurora?
I just didn't want to. Okay. Alright. Oh, wait.
Anyways,
There
I
you go.
actually asked her what did she think of my username, and she thinks it's actually pretty cool.
Here, ask her if she wants to join the streaming article. Tell her it's interesting. Hey,
Alright,
Beth, by the way.
I'll tell her I'm in a stream with you.
Okay, so. Yeah, so this next story is called EM Tells Me It Was My Fault That She Had to Hit Her Kid During Christmas Dinner. Ooh, shit. And this was posted 11 hours. And this was posted 11 hours ago, and yet it got a gold. Yeah, congrats,
Really?
dude. Yeah, congrats, dude. This was submitted by user. This story was submitted by Undead. 211. No wait. To 02. So, alright.
This is going to be interesting.
Here we go. Oh wait. Hang on. I'm trying to. Okay. Is she there? I can't see her. Is she there?
Huh?
I can't see her.
Oh, Moonlight's here.
Hey, Moonlight Mimi.
I'm trying to show you this. Hey.
I'm turn up my volume. Alright. Anyway, I was just about to read this. So I'll just repeat the title so everyone likes the title. Ian tells me it was my fault that she had to hit her kid during Christmas dinner. Oh! Okay, I'll read it.
The fuck?
Even though, hang on, let me zoom in so I can read it better. I got poor eyesight. Okay, I don't make it. I do have glasses, but I don't know where they are. So my mom's friend invited my family over for Christmas. Last night I played with the kids for a while. helped make the food. We ate. We opened presents. I mean, sometimes I misread. Um, everyone was having a good time. We stayed the night, and the next day, um, we sat down for lunch. It took a while for everyone to sit down, so I pulled out my phone. Oh wait, every time I wait for like people to sit down, I always pull out mine. So I'm like, oh, it's gonna take forever. Um, I was using it while I ate, even though I knew the other teen at the table wasn't allowed to. Next to me was the mom's friend's sister, EM, entitled mom, her husband, and their 6-year-old child. You know that's on there. The kid had finished his food and wanted to go play. His mom, a simple woman, told him no because it was rude to get it. Because it's rude to get it from the table when others are still eating. I'm trying to do that accent, like I. I'm trying to do that accent like what Misery Box does. If you don't know him, he's actually a user who reads out Reddit stories. He rarely does that now. So I'm just trying to do that accent. Now, the kid didn't understand that because it doesn't make any sense. So he kept whining, started kicking, and moving around in his seat like any little kid would do. His mother ignored him for a while until his mom ignored him for a while until she snapped at him in front of everyone. Ugh. Has anyone had that happen to them? Can you scroll down? Hang on. Okay. Oh,
Wow.
Hang on. And snapped. Okay, I'm going to scroll down for this. Hang on. I lost what I was reading. Alright, I got it. She yelled and spanked the kid. Later, my youngest sisters finished their food, and because their mother is normal, they just got up and went to play. Seeing this, Ia must have thought to herself, I'm being different, but I must always confirm.
Normal my ass.
Alright, so only then, okay, I know I'm terrible at reading, but then did she let her kid go play. After we were done, I heard all the woman gossiping about my behavior. Like, I couldn't hear. I said nothing. A few hours later, we were getting ready to leave, and EM came up to me to tell me, just in case you didn't forget, I had to hit my kid because of you! I swear, this is like the Vidrid situation. I decided I was bored of being at that moment, and I said, "Oh God, whatever." My mom asked what she was talking about, and I said I was on my phone at the table, and I know, I need to get. You like zoom out the text a little. Okay, whatever. Let's see. Wait, what was I doing? Alright, I was on my phone at the table, and she's pissed about it for some reason. Then mom's friend butted in to tell me that she's right to be mad because I was raised wrong to think that. My behavior was, I said, I do not appreciate you talking down to me. I don't talk like that to you. I'm 17, not 8. The raising process is kind of over for me. I mean, he's still a minor, but. And that's all. That's about as much as I could say before she interrupted me to basically yell that I crossed the line. I crossed the line. That was an awkward car ride home. Yeah, I can imagine it being awkward. Some of your older folks probably forgot what it was like to be a teenager, and will tell me that I did in fact overstep some of the kind of boundary, but I strongly disagree. In a few months, I will be allowed to drink, vote, get a job, etc., etc. I think at this point I should be spoken to like you would to any other adult you barely know. By the way, in my defense, I was on my phone because I mean all kinds of reasons really. I didn't have anyone else to talk to. And me either too. A 6-year-old and a 40-year-old on average. I mean, true. I mean, there are adults there. I chose neither because neither conversation interested me. Yeah, me too. I think the no phone at the table rule is just another one of those rules that exists for no reason, other than to control people. I was being quiet, bothering exactly 0 people. If your kid was salty because he couldn't pull his phone out, that's your problem. He's not my responsibility. Also, the situation with EM's kid had nothing to do with me. Sounds to me like she just looked for an excuse for her bad parenting. Okay. Yeah, she was looking for an excuse. I mean, it won't be that much of a dick for no reason. But yeah. That stinks. Gotta zoom out. Here we are. Alright, so they're at the comments. Oh, there's Ed. Alright, look at the chat real quick. Hey, Irony, the princess. Ed. Many people said I should have respected the hostess rules since I was a guest at their house. I think you guys are right, but I still think the way everyone handled it was too much. I'm certain if it were anyone else their age, they wouldn't have reacted that way. Alright, I'll read the next one. Even though I freaking hate the laptop.
Just letting you know, Aurora, I'm actually gonna stay muted, but I'm still listening.
Alright. I don't know how well you can see the words on here. Let's see. Alright, so we got a story called Christmas Karen. Oh my Karen. I don't even know where that name came from. I don't know where that name came from. For anyone who's gonna Stephanie!
Yeah, Stephanie interrupted you. Go on.
And of course you had to, Moonlight.
Stephanie interrupted.
Stephanie!
I'm gonna mute and play a game.
Alright, so I don't know how well people can see the words. I mean, I don't know anything about the quality on my laptop, so I don't really do. So it was Christmas Karen. Honestly, I don't know where the name Karen came from for this subreddit, so if anyone knows, let me know below. Cause I've only been on this subreddit for like, I don't know, once. Alright, so I got Ed here. Thanks for the silver card, stranger!
That's funny.
Okay, I'll see if I can do funny accents during the story, because I know how much people like them. That's all people watch nowadays is Reddit stories. That's all they watch. With Christmas comes entitled parents. Sadly, I had an encounter one today. Yeah, that is true. There is like a chance you'll get an entitled person during the holidays. That is pretty true. I encountered one. I'm sure everyone has. So earlier today, when I went to my nan's house with my family to spend Christmas there, we opened presents. And I got a skateboard, so I wanted to go out and practice on it, which my family said was fine. So I'm skating to the park, and because I practiced on my friends for a few times, I'm kind of okay at it. Yeah, it's like me riding the hoverboard where you're getting used to it. I get to the park and all is good until I realize it's mostly grass. So I leave and just skate around the paths. That's what I do on the road. Like, okay, so whatever. Okay, I remember like hoverboarding in the middle of the road because it was completely dead. I'm a daredevil. I mean, there was no cars in the road at all. And I was on my way to work. I was like, holy shit, the street's dead. Because that's rare in the city.
Bruh.
It's pretty rare. So, yeah. And yeah, I know I was dumb for doing that. But I'm a daredevil. Let's see. So I'm skating in the. Wait. Oh, wait, sorry. After skating for a bit, I went down to the car park, which was empty except for one car. And I started skating around to practice when I saw a woman and a kid come down. I picked up my board and walked to the edge of the car park so that they could drive off, and they started walking towards me. And when they got to me, the mom started talking. Oh boy, here comes the voice accents. I'm going to scroll down a bit here. That way I can read it all. EM, entitled parent, or entitled mom. Give me that skateboard. Me, sorry, pardon. I'm trying. I half laughed. EM, I said give me the skateboard now. I'm trying. I'm just really confused and looked at her for a second like, what the fuck is this woman on? What the fuck is this woman on? I'm like, it says that right here. Okay.
That's funny.
I'm very sure she's on. I don't know. Sorry, miss, but I can't. And EM, that's Mrs. to you, brat. Me, okay, miss. Very sarcastically. EM, don't use that tone on me. Now give me the skateboard. And sorry, miss, but I can't. This is my Christmas present. I remember like people gawking at my board, like because it was big, because I'd never seen it before. Yeah, I remember people gawking at it. EK makes a comment, also known as entitled kid. I want it now, like a little brat. Yeah, my son wants the board now. Give it to me. Me, yeah, no way. I only just got it. EP. Don't lie! I saw you! You know what you're doing! Stop being selfish and give me the skateboard! It hasn't moved in no way. I started walking away and they trailed behind me. Oh, this evil teenager is stealing my baby boy skateboard! Okay. Yeah, let me scroll more. I'm ignoring her and walking, and people are just kind of watching, not knowing what the hell is happening. What the hell to do, because we're right outside the park. Suddenly my board is snatched from my hands, and I turn around to see entitled mom looking trumpet, and handing the board to her brat. I'm fucking pissed. I should have gotten a glass of water before this. Now this kid is tiny, like 5 years old at the most, and is barely walking. Like he only just stopped toddling. So I realized if he tries to get on the board, he'll most likely fall off. Yeah, you can't really put kids on my huge hoverboard that I got because it was designed for adults, not kids. I mean, this thing is clearly made for adults. And if a kid gets on that, they can immediately fall off. So, yeah. Obviously, I'm a spiteful brat, so I do nothing and watch as he climbs on. He goes to push himself with one foot and instantly flies off as the board is pushed towards me. I mean, okay. I bend down and pick it up, laughing because the kid went flying. And he was crying, which was funny to me. And then Title Mom says, "You crazy brat, you sabotaged my baby, now he's hurt, I'm going to police for assault." I just ignore and put my board on the floor. You mean on the road? Listen, mate, this board is way too big for your little brat. Even if I did want to give him a go, which you did was technically theft. So if the police was called, you'd be the one in trouble. Now fuck off. Merry Christmas. Yeah, I would say that to an entire person. I'm calling the police! Assault! Assault!
Assault my fucking ass!
I'm just glad when there's karma. I'm pissed at this moment, at this point. Hang on. Okay, alright, I thought something was coming. So I start sweating. Ew, sweating under my breath? I have to say swearing for that one. So I start swearing under my breath in Russian. Of course, because I'm quirky like that. Yeah, screams. She's cursing me! She's cursing me in which language? What? Christ, you couple you go to the police house, something along those lines. The people in the park are just watching and shout, "Fuck off!" I don't know if anyone can see that. And with that, I flew off into the sunset. Oh boy. That's how I imagined it. In reality, I got pushed off my skateboard, got around the fence and picked it up and walked back to my nan's. Is there Ed here? Nope. Imagine taking a kid's skateboard and I could just imagine that 5-year-old getting on the skateboard and flying right off. I'm surprised this isn't the hoverboard story. It would have been funnier if it was a hoverboard. Alright, so this next one we have, let's see. I'll read 5 of these stories and then we'll move on to the next subreddit, which is r/several people.
Those stories are really interesting, Laura, and funny.
Yep. And here's the next one. Oh, this is gonna be long. Alright, let's see who's in the chat. Someone's laughing at the stories. Wait. What? Oh, shit. Okay. Sorry. I know, I keep messing up. What we got here? Okay. Okay, Elvis. Where is it? Hang on, did I miss something? No. Okay, so this next story is called Never Say Happy Holidays to a Karen. Seriously, what is up with that name? Alright.
There's so many Karens.
I don't know where that even came from, to be honest.
Karen the computer. Okay, though.
I don't know.
Good one, Moonlight. Hehehe.
Some people say it was that, but I highly doubt it. So, this happened yesterday when I was working Christmas Eve at my retail job. I'm surprised I didn't have to work Christmas Day. I had already worked a full shift and was staying a little bit longer. Since someone had no called, no showed, I had maybe about 2 hours left because I could go home when EM showed up entitled Mom. Showed up in my line. The nightmare. This particular entitled Mom is famous at our store. Everyone tries to avoid her as much as possible, and since she's a crush-needing type of mom who makes sure you know exactly what she stands for, because she's going to go out of her way to tell you, and God help you if you're on one hair out of line, which comes to her ideals. I guess today.
Oh my god.
I guessed her today because her cause was mental health. Anyway, she gets up to me finally, and of course, she has a million different questions about various items, such items that I just don't have to answer to. Yeah. She then wants to do price matching on like 80% of her items. And the other 20%, she wants to know the prices. As if they weren't bad enough. She's got her daughter with her and wants her girl to pay separately from her. I waste about 5 to 10 minutes dealing with her and her bullshit. With the other people in line starting to yell at me to hurry up. I can imagine that as a cashier. Honestly, like a funny thing is that the store that I work at, Dollar General, they didn't train me to be a cashier. Why? For my sake of my own sanity. At least is what one of my coworkers told me. At least is what the manager told me. Finally, got. sorry. Finally got her and her daughter through the line without too many issues. Just when I think I'm done with her, I make the mistake of saying "Happy Holidays" as I hand her back to her. I start ringing her out the next customer, and I notice she's still kind of skulking about. About halfway through me getting through the next person in line, Ian came up behind the counter, stands right next to me to have a conversation. Oh my god. I can imagine like one of our customers walking behind the counter just to talk to one of my employees. I mean, that would be a nightmare. Hey, sorry, I didn't mean to bother you, and I know you didn't mean anybody, but you really should be saying happy holidays. There's just people with depression and other conditions that you could trigger with language like that. And since they feel like they have to be happy. Okay, what the fuck? Like, what the hell? Okay.
What are you doing, Aurora? Dang.
Oh my, what am I reading? Okay. Okay. Can you please step away from the area here? I was super irritated, and my tone definitely reflected that. And you can drop the attitude, honey. You're the one out here endangering people by saying things like that. And right now you're being very rude. Okay, please step back. At this point, the customer I had been ringing up is getting angry and starts yelling at me for getting distracted, which was fair. I go back to ringing her out, which Ian decided that she's going to step even closer, standing less than an inch away from me, and continues to try to have my undivided attention. And I had finally had enough. I finally have enough of her shit. And oh, this dude cussed on the job. Then the book back. Oh, this dude cussed on the job while the store was open. I remember a few employees at my workplace cussing on accident when the store was open. Things proceeded to devolve from there. Her daughter starts crying like that obnoxious loud kind of crying. If crying, EM is yelling at me. My new customer is yelling that she's not moving through the line. The whole thing is a mess. Security eventually comes and gets EM away from me. A few minutes later, after that, my manager pulls me off the floor and someone else takes my place at the register. To make a long story short, my manager wants me to apologize to the entitled mom. Ugh, I hate it when I really hate it when you're forced to apologize to someone of what they've done to you, and you're only trying to make things right. I told him I wouldn't, and he ended up sending me home about an hour earlier as a result. I don't know if I'm fired or not, but so far I'm still on the schedule for tomorrow. So hopefully the worst I have been waiting for me when I come in is a stern talking to. Oh!
Stern talking to.
Oh shit! Imagine like cussing on the job by accident, and then your manager starts berating you for it. Like, I mean,
Jesus Christ.
I've seen like, I remember back when I was in high school that I was forced to apologize for shit that I didn't do, and yeah, high school was tough. I mean, I'm sure everyone was forced to do that. I mean, that happens once once in your lifetime. Um, and I do have a short story about what happened. Uh, um, where I was forced to apologize to somebody for what they had done. All right, so I think it was around the. Okay, so both my 11th and 12th grades sucked. 10th grade was the best year, but for some reason it went downhill. So, I think this was in the 11th grade, I think. I don't remember what grade. I think it was either 12th or 11th. So, okay, so what happened was, there was this kid picking on me. And he actually, like, this was in, like, a class, like, I don't know, some sort of, there's a thing called Segway here, or AKA, like, the Crawford County Career Technical Center. It's where, like, kids learn about how it's like, how to get a job or something like that. Or are you even trained to be a techneer or just, I don't know, career choice. And I was in Segway class. Segway is actually a class where you learn how to get a job and all that random stuff. It's like where they make you do lessons that are based on real life jobs. And sometimes we would often go out to cook. And oh god, I remember the classroom being horrifying. I remember all the abuse I went through in there. So there was this kid. He started picking on me, and the reason he picked on me was because at the time, I'll admit this, I was transgender at the time, or at least I thought I was. And he had shoved a chair. He had kicked a chair right to my legs, and it hurted. So I ended up shouting the word "fuck." I mean, it was that painful. It was a hard metal chair. And I looked at him, I was like, what the fuck? And then he started like yelling for the teacher, he was like, teacher! And I was like, what? And the teacher came over, who always doesn't listen. The teacher who never fucking listens, decides that she's gonna take the bully side. Yeah, she never listens to the other side of the story. And so, at the time, I was kind of known for being, I don't know, a bitch, I suppose. Like, a rebellious kid. So, yeah, it didn't work out for me. So, I tried to tell her my side, but she's like, can you apologize to him? And I'm like, you want me to apologize to him for bullying me? And, of course, I did not apologize, as you can guess. And I ended up getting detention. Yeah, I basically got detention for being bullied. I mean, just imagine that. Yeah, life can suck. I'm gonna look at the chat real quick. Nothing. Just too weird. Yeah. Alright, so this next story is called Untitled Mom Asks to Make an Appointment for the Emergency Room. Oh, what happens in here? Wrote this on my phone.
I wonder.
Sorry for any format issues. I actually plan on posting a story on here, probably one of my past stories that I wrote, just so I can get in a video of one of those like YouTube Redditors that they read out the stories. I really want to get in those one day. Today, December 24th, right before Christmas, I went with my aunt, entitled Mom, of course it's the auntie that had to be entitled, to take her son to get blood work done. She had the paperwork to take to any blood work lab she wanted. So I figured we'd be going to the one nearest to us, only about 10 minutes away. We were driving in the direction of the lab until she passes the turnoff. I was a little confused but didn't say anything, thinking maybe we were just going somewhere else. Then we arrive at the hospital. That's when she mentions she was taking him to the emergency room. That's when I got the bad feeling. Still not saying anything though. Oh boy. Your gut said, oh no, it's bad. We walk into the emergency room. And it is full. Yeah, it's always full. We go to the desk with a couple of trainee nurses sitting at it. Trainee nurses sitting at it. And told her mom, I'm here to get the blood work done for my son. I have the papers and everything, but I see it's busy. What's the wait time? Okay, let's go down. You see the words. Nurse one. N1, nurse one. Well, at the moment, you're looking at about 3.5 hours. In total, mom. Are you kidding me? I can't do 5 hours. Blech. At 3.5 hours. Can I make an appointment for another day? Nurse one, this is the ER. You can't make appointments. That's not really how it works. You call lab that we passed on the way here and made an appointment there. Well, I was just hoping that someone with more experience with children would be able to do it. Oh boy. Nurse one, they are pretty experienced at lab. It just does that just so they can remain anonymous. It's what they do. But I understand your concern. However, that's the best we can offer. Sorry. And Title Mom's ranting about how her doctor told her to take us into the ER. I can imagine her ranting about Nurse one. Well, he shouldn't have told you that. Because it's not really a good use of the time here. Considering you could take it to any lab. I know, I need glasses. Can I come back a better time tomorrow? And nurse 2, we got nurse 2 here. Shaking her head. Unfortunately, it's unpredictable. And it's probably going to get busier. I thought it said bruiser. I can't write it. I can't read right. Anyway, it's because the text is small. You could try coming in early in the morning if you really wanted to. I guess. EM size. Oh, I can't do this. Thanks, though. Okay. Is this gonna be long? I just expected it to be long. Nurse 2, sorry. The entire drive home, she complained about how it was bullshit that you couldn't make an appointment for the emergency room. Yeah, you really can't make an appointment for the emergency room at all. I mean, she passes by a lab that she was supposed to take her son to, and yet she goes to the hospital. Oh, imagine having a mom like that. Or aunt like that. Oh, that is terrifying to have a mom like that. I remember, I have my mom, pass by some places by accident because she doesn't know where she's going. I mean, she usually struggles with driving a little, but she's used to it. Oh, man. So we got, here's a classic one. So this next story is entitled Mall Santa, Mom, and My First Encounter with a Very Special Subreddit. Okay. Let me just zoom in here. Hi! Hello, I'm Wacky. I'm Wacky and Traverse. Some people just go with some awesome
Wacky
usernames.
what?
I don't know. A previous post reminded me of the story, so I decided to dig up what I could remember. Cast me, Wacky. We'll just call him Wacky for this story. S sister, EM, entitled mom, entitled mall Santa. I'm guessing the entitled mom's husband. Oh, imagine like an entitled Santa. Oh, not Santa Claus. Oh, come on. Okay. All right. So background.
That
I
is some
went-
real shit right there.
Yeah. I went to a mall around Christmas. Most families usually have. Santa we usually have was out sick that day. Oh, that stinks. So his replacement came in. The Santa was on break getting lunch in the mall. Story. Me and my sister were tuckered out from shopping for so long. Oh God, I've had that feeling before. I would have to walk on my feet, like as a little child, and I'd be like, "Mom, Dad, we've been in here for too long." Because the mall is huge.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean, I'm not used to like giant places. I wasn't used to the mall as a kid because it was so huge. Like you usually get lost. And decided to go to the mall's food court. Oh, the food court. We go over there and order food from Redicty. We'll just say order food from McDonald's. We get our food and sit down at the table. Q and EM and entitled Mall Santa. They walk into the food court and order food and get it. Not bad, right? Here's the thing to note. I remember at least 3 tables being open. They walk over to our table and just eye us for a little. I get slightly creeped out and get on my phone and start playing music in my headphones. Oh, were they earbuds or AirPods? My phone will be important. Uh-oh. Oh boy, I can already imagine what's going on. But then they decided they want our table for whatever reason. This conversation ensues. I haven't learned about this subreddit yet. I mean, I kind of have. Alright, so I see the cast here. Okay. Entitled Mall Santa, or EMS. Hey, there isn't any more tables. Is it possible we can have yours? Okay, I'm not gonna do a dog voice accent. Me, no. We are still eating. And EM enters the battle for the stage. Well, you obviously look too young. I was 19. To be alone? Where are your parents? They are not here. I'm 19, lady. Please stop. I am just trying to enjoy a meal with my sister. Sister. Yeah, please leave us alone. I pull up a voice recording app at this point. Oh, I did that. Oh boy. I sometimes do that. Like, holy shit. I remember doing that in my 12th grade year with my Segway teacher. She was like, it wasn't her that she didn't, it wasn't me that she didn't care about. It was some other students that were getting bullied. So I pulled out a voice recorder app, and and I got in trouble for recording her. I was trying to get justice, and I got in trouble. Yeah. Let's see, where was I?
That's just unfair.
Yeah, my school was complete bullshit. Me. Look, I was just going to get back to eating my McDonald's or my Big Mac. I will be editing a few parts here. For the last 2 months. Oh wait, time. Leave us alone. Entitled Moss. No, we deserve this table more than you. And he notices I'm recording this. Hey, stop recording this. Okay.
Holy shit.
I mean, he's yelling, so me. Alright, me. No, you guys are.
Boom.
Ian picks up my phone off the table and yeets it across the food court. A crowd starts to gather, and me, what the hell? I paid for that? I then look over and see my sister pushed off her chair by entitled mom. EM, get off! Let's go down. I'm trying. Alright. Actually, you get off! There are cameras all over the mall, especially here. And you were assaulting my sister. Just go. So just leave us
Evidence.
alone. Yeah. Entitled Mall Santa. We're doing nothing wrong, though. You're the one. Oh, a new challenger approaches. Random guy. RG. Random guy. Enough. I got enough. I get enough evidence of this on the camera to turn into the police. You either leave them alone or I'll call the police. I've read about people like you. And it never ends well for you. EMS and EM mumbling and stuttering. RG holds up his phone to show 911 dial to his keyboard pad. They get out of there fast. The aftermath. Ooh, let's read that. Or should I say it? I went up to a random guy, talked with him for a while, and got his number. I then asked to where he had read about people like him. And as I was curious, he then opened up his phone, went on to Reddit, and that was my first encounter with r/entitled parents. I did get my phone back. It only lasted for a couple days though because of the damaged hardware. So I had to go get a new one, the iPhone X, which I did get back from my dad. Oh, this is an iPhone X. Oh, that's the most expensive phone. Or is it? I don't know which is the expensive. Like,
Yeah, they're pretty damn expensive.
holy shit, that sucks. Getting your iPhone especially destroyed. Yeah, that stinks. Like, that sucks. I remember having a flip phone as a child. Yeah. Amanda Rose joined. Hey, Amanda. Oh, hey, babe.
Hey, sweetheart. Mwah.
I didn't even see you there. Mwah.
I just got off the phone with my two best friends.
Aw. Anyway, I was just reading Reddit stories, babe. And I just finished one.
I'm staying on mute for this.
Okay. Anyway, alright, so we got, how many stories did I read so far? Let's see, 1, 2. Alright, so I read this, alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so, okay. Yeah, I think I read 5. Alright, we'll go on r/entitled people now.
Which dog is in here?
Yeah, entitled. There had to be good stories in there. Yeah, all I see is that. How about some petty revenge stories? I was thinking petty revenge. Let's see. Yeah, these might give you ideas for if you want to get revenge on somebody. Because it certainly gave me ideas. I can type it right. I usually suck at typing this. Hang on. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, this stinks for me. How do you say this? Okay. Alright, I think I got it. Yep. Alright, so we got r/petty revenge. So we'll read 5 of these. Alright, so we'll start from the top. Alright, let's see. Alright, so this story's called Cut in Line. I'll take the rest of the stock then. I remember this. I was in a very well-known sausage roll restaurant in the United Kingdom, the UK. That rhymes with the rhyme with Driggs. Driggs. bleh, Driggs. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's Christmas Eve. The queue and this lady behind me pushes in front of me just as I get to the front. I'm not one for so I just take it. The reps who saw the whole ordeal at the till tells the lady to move behind me, as it's rude to cut in front of the line. Visibly, she was angry, but took her place in the line behind me. And at this point, she was still pressuring me to move faster, saying, "I just want 4 sausage rolls, and I'll be out of." I just want 4 sausage rolls, and I'll be out of here. There were 5 left, so I did the thing anyone in this situation would do. I bought all 5. By that point, she had enough and leaves the store ranting about how rude I was. There are 2 Dregs in this building, literally less than 100 feet apart. I count this as a win. Merry Christmas, angry lady. I do hope you still got some sausage rolls. Oh, yep, that's some petty revenge right there. Yeah. Yeah. They say if you they say if you're rude. They say if oh right. Let's see. They say if you're rude to someone, they're gonna get petty revenge. Yeah. But seriously though, don't be rude to people. I mean, or else they're gonna do this. I mean, you don't know what they're gonna do. So we got a story called "My Pettiness is the Worst." I guess I'll get this. Let's see. It is pretty long. So, how long is this? It is a little bit long. My pettiness, is that even a word? Is worse than my math. Okay. I work as a receptionist for a quite scheduled tourist trip that is just the right amount of royal to be a total nightmare. Which it comes to internet. This day we were having an especially troubling amount of problems with other EPOS machines. So we had to enter all the prices manually with no way to calculate other than using our brains. I had a couple come in for a special admission price. So along with all the stress of trying to manage our machines, and trying to calculate the price in my head. I was taking a long time, admittedly. The customer grew impatient and had some snotty remarks to say. It's $40 Jesus, what school did you go to? To which I replied, sorry, it's just been a long day already. To which they barked back, you don't eliminate you, it's not that freaking hard to do your job. I mean, yeah, we gotten people like that.
Stupid. That's how stupid they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah,
He's right next to me.
yeah, definitely.
Come here, Max.
Yeah.
Nope, fight me.
Anyway, I kept cool and let them pass, making sure to tell them to enjoy their day. Feeling overwhelmed by those comments and events of the day, already I started to cry. I ain't been getting myself 5 minutes in the bathroom to pull myself together. Ugh. Here comes the revenge. About an hour later, I saw them walk where I thought the night were. Nope. They came back. A little note here is that you pay one price for the day, but you get a wristband if you leave to be readmitted free of charge. Pardon me. So I'm still on the till, and I'm still mad. When they walk past the counter, rightfully, since they paid already, I said, "Excuse me, you haven't paid yet." Um, yes, we have, and we know that. I told them, um, yes, I do know that, but you need a wristband if you leave, and to get back in for free this time. This time. They were obviously mad and said, "Well, you didn't tell me that, and it's the day's admission, and you would know I paid, so you have to let us back in." I'm trying my best to read. My vision's starting to act weird. I don't have to do anything for you, and or else I can't let you in. I'm sorry. She rolls her eyes at me, and scoffs. "Oh, whatever. Hurry up. Hurry the fuck up, and change, and do it faster this time." I charged the same price as before. After 10 minutes, they came down, soaking wet. Ooh, they got wet. They come to swim, demanding a refund because we're too full. I told them, "Sorry, ma'am, but you're wet, which means you use our facilities, and I can't give you a refund." The little she devil goes berserk and screams, "I fucking had, I fucking goddamn day, and you're so bad at your job that you can't even be grateful and give me a fucking refund. How dare you treat customers in this much disrespect? Unbelievable." Okay. I'm trying.
No refunds, bitch. That's all.
Okay, you're gonna make me lose my place. Okay, I stay calm and I say, "Ma'am, I've not raised my voice to you. I'd like the same respect." Dick! I paid twice. You should be worried about losing your job because of this. There's so much poor service here. Oh, where's your manager? I want to make it a complaint. I smile the shit-eating green and say proudly, "Ma'am, I am the manager here, and I gladly want to wait. I hang on. And I really appreciate you left before I called the police. Believe it or not, we still have police here." Her face was priceless. Needless to say, I wish she goes to me, "Ugh, I'm never coming back here. You're losing money out here." I'm local and wouldn't come here every day, so that's on you. To which I say, "Thank you for coming and don't come back." Ah, petty. Alright.
Thank you for coming, and don't come back, bitch.
I wish OP would have said that. Oh man. If you know what OP means, it means online poster. I wish OP would have said that. "Don't come back, bitch."
Yeah.
Yeah, but seriously, there's a reason you can't be rude to people because if you're rude to someone, they can give you bad karma, and I'll explain why. So like imagine this: you see a guy on the subway, and you say, "Move the fuck out of the way," and imagine going to a fucking job interview, and then you tell some random person to move. And then later on, you find out that the interviewer is the person you spoke rude to. Yeah, that can be bad karma. Yeah, you never know if you're gonna meet them or not. Like, yeah, that's why you shouldn't be rude.
Karma's a bitch, like always.
Yep. Let's see, what do we got here? Let's see, what do we got? You want to be an asshole over one business card? Let me destroy the rest. No, this must be short. It's gotta be anyway. It's kind of short. I didn't really take part on this, but it just happened right in front of me, and I thought it was great material for this subreddit. Sorry for formatting issues. I'm on mobile, of course, the mobile. Context: I work as a big family-owned dealership, which has a highish turnover, which means we are constantly hiring new salespeople. When they are hired, they get a box of 500 business cards for free. Whoa. And after that, they have to pay for their own. Tim, not his real name, was hired a little over a month ago. And on his free box, he had 499 cards. That's a lot of cards. The boxes never had 500 exact.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of dealership that is, but they usually have over 500. Not exactly sure why this happens, but the boxes are slightly bigger, so it's supposed to have. Oh, I remember like a few days ago where I was doing totes at Dollar General. You know those like gray containers where it has smaller items, like smaller products like medicine, hair products or anything like that. Yeah, I was unpacking those the other day and I felt
Yeah.
one that had one. There was like one product in there, just one box. I'm serious. My coworker and I saw it. I was like, how is that possible? I don't know what happened. Nobody told us what happened. So the story. I make the order of the business cards with X company. A week ago, Tim asked me to order him a box and said to me, and make sure you don't screw up like the last time. My box better have 500 business cards in it. I took this as a joke since I don't know him. So I told him, sure. A week comes by and the guy from X company comes to deliver the business cards. I paged Tim so that he can come and pick his cards. So he came in a really annoyed tone and asked me, "What the fuck do you want?" I told him the X company was here with his cards, so he needed to go speak with him to retrieve them and pay for them. He gave me an even more annoyed look, huffed, and went. And this is how this conversation went. Oh, is the revenge part? So you the idiot that can't count for shit, huh? Ex-company guy. We'll call him X guy. We'll call him X. Excuse me? Tim. Yeah, on my last order of business cards, I have 499. 499. Not 500, you moron. X guy. Oh, I see. I'm sorry about that. But they never had 500 cards. We don't really count them. We just put enough to fit in the box, which usually ends up being over 500. Tim. Well, I don't give a shit. I'm paying for 500. So I better get 500. You better count my cards and make sure I have all of mine, or else I'm not paying for them. He has to pay for them regardless, by the way. Oh, he has to pay for them? Oh, man. I wonder how much they cost. That's what I wonder. Ex-guy company. Ex-company guy. Already looking very annoyed with Tim's size. On this. But sure, let's count them for you. He started counting them in front of Tim. And the count ended up being 516. What? That must be a lot. Ex-company guy. I'm sorry about this. I'll just burn these 16 extras later. Tim, no, leave those. You don't need them. to me because of last time. Ex-company guy. You say when you're 500. So sorry, can't do. You're only paying for 500, so that's all you're getting. And after that, he threw the extras in the shredder box. Tim looked angry, and I felt happy for what I had just witnessed. After that, Tim just laughed and went to smoke with a very annoyed face. And the ex-company guy looked like he was going to have a nice rest of the day. Oof. Hello. No, that's some sweet revenge. Oh man. I mean, I understand how they mess up on orders, like to like shipping, to like retail or dealerships. Like sometimes, like we gotten like messed up orders, such as like damaged products or something. I remember like opening a box of Glade candles. Those Glade candles that had the scents. Those are cracked. Yeah, I got those. I was like, yeah. I was like unboxing these candles. They were made out of glass, and they shattered during shipping. And I'm like, they didn't even look in the box. I mean, they put them on rotainers, so I don't think they checked before putting them in there. And so I was like so pissed. I went to the manager and I said, "Look what I found on one of the rotainers," and he was shocked. He was like, "How did that happen? Did you drop it?" And I'm like, "No, I took it off the rotainer. It was like that." I kind of knew they were broken because I like shook the box a little bit, and I heard the glass like moving around, and I'm like, "Yep, they're broken." I mean, it ain't that hard to tell. So, yeah. I mean, but I think it's kind of funny how this guy got. I'm just like happy this guy got revenge on like one of the most annoyed coworkers, and they're this petty. Yeah. All right. So next story. I already know you guys want to hear another story. So let's see. My old high school bully gets his PS4 account banned. Oh, this should be interesting. Oh, this is a short one. Okay, good. I don't know if you guys know anything about Xbox or anything, but they have like these bans. They kind of ban you for no reason sometimes, or sometimes PS4 will do that. So, believe me, I played Xbox before and I got banned for nothing. I literally got banned for no reason. And
When did that happen?
I don't know. It's a common occurrence. If you go on YouTube and search like Xbox bans, you can see it's common. I mean,
Really?
yeah, it is very common. There are countdowns about it, like people getting banned. So, and this story relates to that, except this is PS4 version. So, alright, so this story's called "My Old High School Bitch Gets His PS4 account banned." Oh boy. So a small backstory. I was bullied not too long ago by a large group of people. There were a lot of reasons why, but mainly because I wasn't involved in the stuff that they were doing when I used to be in their friend group. Mostly I was pushed, kicked, punched, posted online crying, rumors spread, and much more. Yeah, that happened to me too. All those stuff happened to me. Around the time of the bullying, one of them became super cocky and put a naked girl on the PS4 profile image. What?
Oh my god!
What? What am I reading? Okay.
That was so fucking messed up.
What the hell? A small revenge. I reported it, and he got a 7-day suspension. He should have gotten expelled. Not too long ago, I was showing a new friend my old friend's profiles to me. To my surprise, he does it again. Me and my friend both report, and the next day we were told that the image was against the rules, and the person has been spoken to, aka banned. Goes from 7-day suspension to banned. A nice little Christmas present. Okay, seriously. Okay, answer me now. What kind of,
Karma's a bitch.
what kind of person is gonna break the rules by posting a naked woman as their profile picture? Like
Perverts, probably.
what the hell? Oh my god. Like, what? How would you react if you saw that?
Disgusted.
Like, that was just shocking.
I would snap at them and report it.
I would just basically report it and I'd be like, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, motherfucker!
Yeah, that is kind of cool. Like when karma is like when justice is served. But yeah, you shouldn't like. I wonder who that naked girl was. I mean,
That happens on Minecraft a lot.
Oh, naked avatars.
Yeah, they choose like inappropriate skins in Minecraft servers.
Ugh. Ugh. I think I've seen that before.
The worst thing is they even choose inappropriate names and inappropriate plots.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
And they end up getting a 14-day ban.
I remember getting banned for like, I think I do remember like, I've seen Roblox avatars naked too. Sometimes like by accidental or on purpose. Yeah, some of them do get accidental. Alright, what happened? What the hell happened? Okay. Come on. Behave.
And also, it's not only like stuff that has to do with nudity. It also includes like political stuff.
Oh my. Alright, so what story do we want to read? There's so many choices. Let's see. What's this? Revenge on my dad's dodgy rapping. Ooh, what's this? This is really interesting. Some backstory first. Every Christmas, my dad uses too much tape on gifts. Yeah, me too. It has become a running joke in my household, as no one can open gifts without a struggle. My three brothers have spent years attempting to beat my dad by using rolls upon rolls of tape. I have now decided that it is time to take revenge. Christmas is in 2 days. I decided to take some petty revenge. Shit tons of cling film. I covered his present in tape, added a 2-layer of paper, and covered it in cling film. After 10 minutes of blow drying, I'm rather certain that the present will be a challenge for my dad at Christmas. What? What? Oh, shit. Not right now.
I'm actually gonna have to get going because my parents are going to bed.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah.
Alright. Good night, Elvis.
Good night, Aurora.
Hey, good night. Anyway, next story. Oh man, this is like, oh, you didn't see that. I keep like misclicking shit. Okay. Alright, so seriously though, wrapping. I'm terrible at gift wrapping. Ugh! I swear, I'm so terrible. Like, I remember posting a picture of it on Discord and showing everyone my terrible gift wrapping. Like, it always frustrates me every time. Like, every time I wrap gifts, I would have to struggle to like wrap the gift up because I'm just terrible at gift wrapping. I mean, my dad did try to teach me once, but oh, it just looked impossible. So I ended up having to wrap it my own ways. I actually came up with some clever tricks that I can use. And that is simply rolling up the ends of the present of the wrapping paper, with just rolling them up like a burrito and taping them. But yeah. I mean, that's the only trick I can come up with. I understand, like, I need to work on my rapping, but I'll get better. Alright, so the next story is called I'll Take That Dollar Back. Ooh, this should be interesting. Alright, so for reference, I am a supervisor in a family entertainment center that has an arcade. Our games run off of game cards. Same OS as most Dave and Buster's. Ooh, I haven't been there before. And our computer allows to see all history of a card, including purchases and gameplays. Ooh. Today I was at the counter and a guy walks up and says, "Hey, there's no hockey puck on air hockey. Common issue as people yeet them off the table often." Why would you yeet that off the table? No big deal. I gave him four pucks, $1 onto his game card. I had to go inspect the tables to see if this is the case. The fact and replace the puck. Upon examination, both tables are full functional and both have their pucks. Okay, whatever. It's $1, no biggie. I go back to the counter and the same guy is back. This time he's even more frustrated. "Hey, there's still a puck in the fucking table." "I'm sorry, sir. I just checked them and they're both there and working fine." "You weren't there. It's still missing." "Can I see your card?" I pull up his card history and he hasn't played any games today. "I'm sorry, sir. You haven't tried to play air hockey and it hasn't taken your money." Huh. Alright, so. Just give me my fucking card," and storms off. Well, okay then. A moment of pettiness kicks in. I decided to reprint the receipt of the first time when we gave him his $1. I pull the history of that card, and sure enough, it hadn't played air hockey either. I do a manual balance adjustment and subtract the 4 points we had given him intentionally. A huge smirk on my face, and my coworker asks, "Did you really just take the $1 back?" "Yes, I sure did. Don't be a jerk to customer service." Oh! Oh man, that's awesome how they get revenge. Yeah, that's probably a good thing I'm not working customer service because I already know we're gonna get a lot of angry people, raging in people's faces, like at the customer rep. Yeah, that sucks when you're like working customer service because you have to deal with angry people. Yeah, that sucks. I actually remember remember one customer like being rude to like one of my employees because because I don't remember why, but they were raging at them so much that one of the employees started to cry. I'm not kidding. In fact, this is when my old manager. This is like way before my old manager got fired. Um. Yeah. Yeah. A customer came in, made my employee cry, and left without apologizing. So yeah. This stinks. This just sucks how employees have to suffer retail abuse. And what I mean by that is customers. Alright. So the next story is called Don't Let Me Call In Sick? Fine, I'll just quit. That's the title. Anyway. Before I read it, let me look at the chat. Oh. She left. Hey Amanda, you still there, babe? Amanda? Amanda! Hang on a second, let me look at something. Hang on, I gotta look at something real quick. Yep, she went offline again. Sorry, Mimi. Well, good night, Mimi. I don't know if she's opening gifts or not, but okay. Alright, we can do this. Hey, Amanda, you still there? she fall asleep or? Hang on. I'll get back to them in a minute. Yeah, so yeah, I think we wrote enough stories. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want to do something. I'm only asking because, well, alright, hang on. Whew, I think after this I'll go to bed. My stomach started to act up. Anyway, let's see, we'll get back to one story. Alright, so, oh my, oh. Yeah. There you go. Oh, how long have I been streaming for? An hour? Yeah, for an hour. Okay, we'll read one more story and then I'll end the stream. Okay. So, how do you turn the, okay. Let's turn this on. Okay, one more story. I think Amanda fell asleep, so don't blame me. Alright, so a little bit of background. I have been working at a restaurant for about 18 months as soon as a food runner. It was an okay job, but that company was going corporate. But the company was going corporate and they had really stopped caring about their employees. Ugh. We were super short staffed because of this. I was one of the only 2 food runners, and normally they would have 6 to 10 people hired. And I was considering quitting too because I was tired of being mistreated. Oh boy. One week in October, I got really sick. I had a low fever, was congested, had passed out earlier, and I had double pink eye. Ugh. What does that pink eye even look like? Holy crap. That week I was scheduled to work Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Wait, you have to work Saturday? What? That sounds illegal. Legally, you can't handle food when you have pink eye. So I call out of work on Tuesday. My manager told me it didn't matter if I had pink eye, and if you don't come in, you'll need a doctor's note, or we may have to let you go. The manager didn't care if I was contagious. She would rather have me work while sick than risk me taking a day off. I didn't need. I wasn't surprised I would need a doctor's note, but it really pissed me off that she threatened to fire me for not coming in. I feel like that's normal for some. I feel like that's kind of normal for mean bosses to do because they really don't care about their employees that much and they just want them gone. That wasn't the company policy. She was just abusing her power. Yeah, I've had people in Discord do that too, abuse their powers because they simply don't give a shit. I ended up going to the doctor the next day. At the same time, I turned in my doctor's note, and I turned in my 2 weeks notice. Why is it always 2 weeks? This meant the restaurant was down to the only food runner. Well, to be honest, I probably would have kept working there if my manager wouldn't have threatened to fire me for calling in sick. A few weeks later, a friend told me that they still hadn't been able to hire someone new, which made quitting so much more satisfying. Oh, okay. Alright. So, yeah, I think that's it for the night. I think I'm starting to get tired a bit, so be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications if I do another stream or upload a video. So see you later, peeps. I will see you in the next video.